Today on Cold Email Teardowns, I want to talk about a problem that some of us are having, especially when it comes to personalization of the emails. And I'm not talking about personalization at scale, I'm talking early in the campaign, how to personalize the emails. So here's the question that we got. Hey Alex, I have a small fine art printing business for photographers and need to drum up new customers. I took your advice on personalizing the subject, researched all this stuff. The problem is I have a ton of info I would like to communicate about our service. Believe it or not, this is brief. Believe it or not, this is brief. This is not brief, come on. Let's do a cold email teardown on this. Let's put it over into Google Doc and let's see how we can personalize this email and actually make it brief. Congrats, Patrick, on the 25th frame exhibit. That's a fine subject line, very specific. So if you wanted to scale this, I would say make it less specific, but right now this is fine. Hey Patrick, exclamation point. If you're that type of person, I would say run with that. So let's jump into the actual body of the email. Congrats on your 25th frame exhibit. Artist Corner is a very nice gallery. I will check it out in September. That is where I stopped reading. This is a great line. This is a fine but pretty generic line. And then I will check it out. Makes me think like, oh, he hasn't even been to the gallery. Why is he saying it's nice? Is he trying to manipulate me? Is this a sales email? I'm done. That was my thought process anyway. Will this be your more vintage cinematic images? Automotive photos? I've been following your work on Instagram and really like your color palette. So as writers, a lot of people get in the habit of writing warm-up lines. These lines are ones that should be removed, and yet they don't get removed. They get us to the line that's good. So for instance, congrats on your 25th frame exhibit. Artist Corner is a very nice gallery. I'll check it out in September. Like, these are all warm-up lines to get to this good line, which is, I've been following your work on Instagram and really like your color palette. That's specific, that's great, and that's better than, you have a really nice gallery, I will visit it at some point in the future. So let's do the same editing for these other paragraphs so we can really shorten this email. I'm also a photographer. Primarily shoot travel, going back to Havana for the 4th time shortly. If you haven't been to Cuba, you'd love it. This person is just ranting about everything he and this photographer have in common before they've even really started a dialogue. To the point where it kind of sounds stalkerish or even crazy. I'm sure you have a printer you use. If you are actually sure he has a printer he uses, then you don't have to tell them anything about printing. If he's running a photo company and this target has a printing supplier already, this is a different sort of email. This email is very easy. I'm just going to the last sentence of each of these paragraphs, and that's where the gold's been so far. I'm a master printer with 20+ years in digital printing, and I've been a wet darkroom printer since being a kid in Miami. What we specialize in is custom handmade prints on the best archival papers out there. Just like the difference in taking an amazing photograph has less to, yeah, it's just too much. Anytime you're reading an email and it feels like you're just being bombarded with words, that means that you either need to remove that sentence because it's irrelevant, or you need to rewrite that in the way that a human would say it. I am very passionate about printing. I say I treat every print as if I was printing it for myself. That's how I feel right now reading this email. Okay, hang on. Anyone can get to 95% of the max quality. I work to get that last 5%. So all this stuff could be on your website, it could be an about section. The cold email is to get their attention, get them interested in booking a meeting, and booking the meeting. Those are the 3 things you need to accomplish here. I really enjoy your work and I would love to print for you, even if not this go around, perhaps a future personal project. So this email has a lot of expecting a no, which is a mindset that people get in sometimes, where they're sending an email to somebody and saying things like, oh, I assume you have another printer already, but we also offer printing services. Or even if you decide this isn't a good fit right now, I'd love to potentially work with you in the future. You wouldn't be emailing them if you didn't think you were a perfect fit. So assume you're going to work with them over anybody else. The other thing I'd hit is it's I am, I have, and then the last one is we, which makes it sound too salesy. Are you a person or are you a group of people? And if you use I, it's better to stick with I. And if you use we, it's better to stick with we, but it's never better to use we. I'll give you that much. In a cold email, it's one person to one person, not a team to a group of people. And very rarely a team to one person. Let's see how that reads. Subject, congratulations Patrick on the 25th frame exhibit. Hey Patrick, been following your work on Instagram and really like your color palette choices. I'm a master printmaker with 20+ years in digital printing and have been a wet darkroom printer for 30 years, including work for Bruce Weber and the images for Lady Gaga's Netflix doc for Madison and Vine. Would love for you to see the dramatically different results you can get by using custom handmade prints on archival papers. I have specific ideas for your upcoming exhibition if you're interested in a quick chat. Mind if I send over a few times for a 10-minute call Thanks. Go get some printing business. By the way, if you need help doing this for your company, we do consulting. That URL is down in the description below. And if you want to do it at scale, let's say you run an agency of 15, 20 people already, and you want to scale up and have it done for you service, we do this for any type of agency over at experiment27.com. If you want to share this video with a friend, it would mean a lot. We're trying to hit 100,000 subs this year. So basically try to think of a person that would value this sort of video. And I'd love it if you would share it. Just send them a link. Send them a link, you know? I'm Alex Berman, thanks.